Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today again we are going to solve an issue, but this time the issue is not related to the production planning, but this time we are going to solve an issue related to marketing, or we are going to see how we can increase our advertisement outreach by building a model. So basically from the problem statements, we are going to build a model, and finally we'll find out the optimal solution by using the Excel solver. So let me share my screen. All right, I hope that you are able to see my Excel file. Let me read it out, the problem statements. A company wants to advertise their product on 4 different media. Now, what are those 4 different media? TV, newspapers, websites, and OTT platforms. So let me write it down. We have 4 different media: TV, newspaper, websites, and OTT. Okay, the outreach per advertisement in these 4 media are 80,000, 50,000, 30,000, and 20,000. So outreach per ad for TV is 80,000, for newspaper is 50,000, for website is 30,000, and for OTT is 20,000. Okay, so outreach means what? So whenever we put any ad in a TV, 80,000 people watched our advertisement. Okay, for newspaper is 50,000, for website is 30,000, and for OTT is 20,000. Okay, so whenever we put an advertisement in OTT, we can able to reach to 20,000 people. Okay, now the cost per advertisement is 20 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 5 lakhs, and 1 lakh respectively. Cost per ad. So whenever we are putting any ad in TV, for putting that particular ad, we are spending around 20 lakhs for TV, 10 lakh for newspaper, 5 lakh for website, and 1 lakh for OTT. The maximum number of advertisement that the company wishes to have in each media, maximum ad allowed. Okay, so this becomes one of our constraint. Okay, so max ad allowed is 3, 4, 5, and 4 respectively. Okay, so maximum advertisement allowed for TV is 3, for newspaper is 4, for website is 5, and for OTT is 4. The total budget available. So for this advertisement, we received a total budget of 42 lakhs. Okay, so how many advertisement does the company decides in each media to maximize the outreach? So basically, what we need to find out, we need to find out how many ads we are going to do or display in TV, in newspaper, in websites, and OTT. So suppose for an example, for TV, we are going to put X number of advertisement. For newspaper, we are going to display Y number of advertisement. For websites, Z, and for OTT, we are going to display ZZ number of advertisements. Total number of ad will display. Let's suppose. Okay, so this becomes our decision variables. We need to find it out. So this becomes our decision variables. And what is our objective? To maximize the outreach. So our objective is to max the outreach. That means we can say some product, the number of advertisement that we will do, comma, the outreach per ad against these 4 media, that is this array. Okay, so this becomes our objective formula. So instead of writing this sum product, you can also do it one by one. both are same. Okay, so let me do it for you. So what is the outreach for TV? If we put an ad, the outreach for TV is 80,000. That means we need to select this cell, multiply with the number of ads that we are going to display in TV. That means this cell. Similarly, for newspaper also is 50,000. That's the outreach. Multiply with the number of ads that we are going to display in newspaper. That means this cell. Okay. Plus, again for website is 30,000. That's the outreach. Multiply with the number of advertisement that we are going to display in websites. That means this cell. Plus, for OTT is 20,000. That's the outreach. Multiply with the number of advertisement that we are going to display in OTT. That means this cell. Okay. So you can do it one by one, or else if you can also use this sum product and you can add this array. Okay. Both formulas are same. Okay, now what are our constraint? So basically we have two different type of constraint. First of all, related to budget. So we have a total budget available of 42 lakhs. And if we put an ad in TV, we need to spend around 20 lakhs. For newspaper, the cost is 10 lakh per advertisement. For website is 5 lakh, and for OTT is 1 lakh rupees for advertisement. So that means we can say the number of ad that we are going to display in TV, that means this cell, multiply with the cost per advertisement for TV, that is this cell 20 lakhs, plus the number of ad that we are going to display in newspaper, multiply with the cost per advertisement for newspaper, that is 10 lakhs, plus the number of advertisement that we are going to display in website, multiply with the cost per advertisement, that is 5 lakh rupees for website, this cell, plus the number of ad that we are going to display in OTT, that means this cell, multiply with 1 lakh rupees, that is the cost per advertisement for OTT, should be less than equals to how much? 42 lakhs, that means this cell. Okay. And what is the other constraints? The other constraint is like the maximum advertisement allowed against each of this media is this one. That means for TV, the maximum advertisement allowed is 3, for newspaper is 4, for website is 5, and for OTT is 4. So we can mention this cell. That means the number of ads that we are going to display in TV should be less than equals to how much? This one, 3. Similarly, for newspaper, we can mention this cell should be less than equals to how much? This one, 4. Again, for website, this cell should be less than equals to how much? 5. Okay. Then for OTT, this cell less than equals to how much? 4. So our constraint is also ready. Now what we can do, go to data, go to solver. We are going to solve this issue by using the Excel solver. Okay. Reset all. What is our objective? This is our objective. And the objective is to maximize the outreach. That means we need to select as a max here. Okay. What are our decision variables? So basically we need to find out the number of advertisement that we are going to do against each of this media. So that becomes our decision variable, these cells. Okay. Now what are the constraint? These are the constraint. Now I am adding all those constraint at the same time, at a single time, because the sign is less than equals to for all these constraint. Okay, so we can add all these constraint at the same time only. So I have added all these constraint here, less than equals to. Now what are the values? These are the values. Okay, Now keep this ticked because we do not want any type of negative values here. Okay, so if you do not want any type of negative values here, always tick this option, make unconstant variables non-negative. And as this is a linear problem, we are going to use the same solving method, that is simplex LP. Okay, now click on solve. Okay, now you can see as per Excel solver, for TV, we are not going to display any advertisement. For newspaper, as per Excel solver, we are getting 1.3. For websites, we can give 5 advertisement. For OTT, we can display 4 advertisements. Okay, our total budget was 42 lakhs. So this becomes satisfied. And this constant also got satisfied. Okay, and if we follow this advertisement planning, then we can able to reach around 2,95,000 people. So that becomes our maximum outreach, and this is our optimal solutions. Now you can ask me the question that how we are going to put 1.3 advertisement in the newspaper, because practically that is not possible. Otherwise, you can put one advertisement in newspaper or 2 advertisement in newspaper. We cannot put 1.3 advertisement in newspaper, right? Now, why it came like this way? Because these decision variables are continuous variables. So when we are saying that these are the continuous variables, that means fractional values are allowed. Okay, so here as the fractional values are allowed, so that is why we are getting the result as 1.3. Now, as this is not practically possible, we cannot put 1.3 advertisement in the newspaper. We have to add another constraint. Add another constraint. And what is that constraint? We need to ensure that we should get only integer values here. Okay, so when I am saying integer values, that means it allows only 0, 1, 2, 3, like this way, and there will be no fractional values. I hope it is making sense now, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to add one more constraint, and we are going to define these decision variables as an integer variables, so that it should not allow any type of fractional values here. Okay, so again, go to the solver, go to the constraint, go to add. Okay, now what is the cell reference? These are the cells, because we do not want any type of fractional values here. Okay, here what we are going to mention, int, that means integer. We only want to get the integer values here, so I have selected here int. Okay, click on OK and click the solver once again. Now see, instead of 1.3, now we are getting 1. Okay, so as per this plan, for newspaper, we can display 1 advertisement. For website, we can display 5 advertisement. And for OTT, we can display 4 advertisement. And if we follow this advertisement planning, we can able to reach 2,80,000 people. Okay, and from here also you can able to see whether it satisfies all the constraint or not. So yes, it satisfied all the constraint. we are within our budget. The budget was 42 lakhs, but if we follow this advertisement planning, we can only able to spend 39 lakhs. So still we have around 3 lakhs spending in our hand. And this constraint also got satisfied. All right. Okay, so I hope that today you have enjoyed the class. And again, this is one of the very unique issues related to the marketing team.